Hello children, let us continue chapter number 8, comparing quantities. You have learnt what is ratio, what is proportion, and then we have already started exercise 8.1. There 2 questions are left. We may complete exercise 8.1 and then we do percentage for using comparing quantities. Okay children? Exercise 8.1, question number 2. In a computer lab, there are 3 computers for every 6 students. How many computers will be needed for 24 students? Here, children, 3 computers are used by 6 students. So, you know how many computers are used by 1 student? It is half of the computer. That is, 2 students use 1 computer, right? So, for 24 students, can you say without calculation, children? So, 24 students can use 12 computers. Here, we have to find the answer using steps, and here we use the unitary method. That is, computers needed for 1 student we find. So, we say it is the unitary method. Number of computers needed for 6 students equal to 3. Number of computers needed for 1 student is equal to 3 divided by 6 is equal to 1 by 2. 3 in 6 goes 2 times, so we get 1 by 2. Therefore, number of computers needed for 24 students is equal to 1 by 2 into 24. 2 in 24 goes 12 times. So, the answer is 12. So, 12 computers are needed for 24 students. Okay, children? So, here we use the unitary method. Unitary method means for 1 student, how many computers needed, that we are finding, then we are multiplying for 24 students. Okay. Question number 3. Population of Rajasthan is equal to 570 lakhs and population of UP is equal to 1660 lakhs. Area of Rajasthan is equal to 3 lakh kilometers square and area of UP is equal to 2 lakh kilometers square. How many people are there per kilometer square in both of these states? Which state is less populated? So we have these 2 questions. So how can we solve this? Okay, let us start solving. First one, number of people per kilometer square in Rajasthan. That is number of people living in 1 kilometer square area of Rajasthan. How can we find, children? Here total number of people in Rajasthan divided by total area of Rajasthan we have to calculate. So 570 lakhs divided by 3 lakh. And like get cancelled, and 570 divided by 3 we get dividing time 190 people. So in 1 kilometer square area of Rajasthan we have 190 people. And similarly we can find number of people per kilometer square in UP, that is number of people living in 1 kilometer square of UP, Uttar Pradesh, is equal to 1660 lakhs divided by 2 lakh. Like gets get, and 1660 divided by 2. Here 2 in 16 goes 8 times, in 6 goes 3 times and 0 remains. So 830 people we have in 1 kilometer square area of UP. So now let us compare these numbers. 830, 190. Which is greater, children? 830 is greater. So this number is from UP. So in UP, in 1 kilometer square area we have more people. So we say Rajasthan is less populated and UP is more populated. Here number of people in UP is more, so it is more populated, dense populated we can say. And here less populated area, less number of people asked, so we have less number of people area where we have in Rajasthan. In 1 square meter area we have only 190 people. Okay, children? Children, we learn comparing quantities. Now the next term is percentage. We use percentage also for comparing quantities. Whenever we are discussing about the marks of students, we are using percentage. How many people are present, how many students are present in the class, we can say in percent. In various situations we can use percentage. So percentages are numerators of fractions with denominator 100. Percent is derived from the Latin word percentum, meaning per 100. Okay, children, percent word is derived from the Latin word percentum. Its meaning is per hundred. Percent is represented by the symbol and it means hundredths too. Okay, the meaning of percentage is hundredth, and hundredth, how can we write hundredth? 1 by 100. It is in fraction form, and so we can say 1% means 1 out of 100 or 100th. 1% can be written as 1% this way symbolically, and it is equal to 1 by 100. So this in decimal form we can write as 0.01. Children, so we have learned in first sentences, percentages are numerators of fraction with denominator 100. See here, we have the fraction 1 by 100. So we are writing here denominator is 100. So what is the numerator here? 1. So we can write as 1%. 25 by 100, if you say, we can say 25%. So whenever we get a fraction and the denominator is 100, what is the numerator coming? We can write that as the percentage. Okay, children. Children, to learn about percentage, we have one table here. Here different colors are there, and different number of tiles are there, and total number of tiles equal to 100, and rate per 100. How many tiles are out of 100 coming? So here there are different tiles, and these tiles are numbered. Yellow tiles we have 14, green tiles we have 26, red tiles 35, blue tiles 25, and total number of all these tiles equal to 100. So out of 100, how many yellow tiles are there? 14. Out of 100, how many green tiles are there? 26. Out of 100, how many red tiles are there? 35. Out of 100, how many blue tiles are there? 25. And children, here this we can write in fraction form. Number of tiles we can write in fraction form. 14 yellow tiles out of 100 we can write as 14 upon 100. And in percentage we can write 14 by 100. What is the percentage, children? You know, when the denominator is 100, we can write numerator as the percentage. So what is the numerator here? 14. So we write 14 as the percentage, 14%. We are reading as 14%. The symbol is percent. You know very well. And here 26 green tiles we have out of 100 tiles. So 26 divided by 100. This is in percentage we can write as 26%. And here 35 tiles out of 100. So we can write in fraction as 35 by 100, and it is 35%. And we read as 35%. And 25 tiles we have out of 100. So we have 25 upon 100. It is equal to 25%. Okay, children, how to write in percentage? Now let us solve some try these questions. Find the percent of children of different heights for the following data. Here heights of different students are given. They are 110 centimeter, 120 centimeter, 128 centimeter, 130 centimeter. And here number of students 22, 25, 32, 21, and the total number of students equal to 100. Okay, and here children, so we can have here in fraction, how can we write? Here we have 22 students out of 100, and here 25 students out of 100, and here we have 32 students out of 100, those who have 128 centimeter height, and the students who have height 130 centimeter are 21 out of 100. So we write as fraction like this. Okay, so here what is the percentage, children? Here denominator is 100, so what is numerator? 22. So we can write 22% here. Here 100 we have in the denominator side, and numerator is 25. So the in percentage what will come? 25%. Like this we have here 32% and 21%. Okay, this is the question from try this question. You can write these answers in the textbook with a pencil. Okay. This is question number 2 from try this question. A shop has the following number of shoe pairs of different sizes. Size 2 we have 20 pairs, size 3 we have 30 pairs, size 4 28 pairs, size 5 14 pairs, size 6 8 pairs. Write this information in tabular form as done earlier and find the percentage of each shoe size available in the shop. Children, here we have no place in the textbook to write, so you have to do this question in your notebook. Okay, children. Here, how can we form the tabular form? So, sizes we make in one column. So, we have size, different sizes 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. And here, number of shoe pairs given. So we are writing second column for the number of shoe pairs. First size 2 is 20 pairs. Size 3 we have 30 pairs. Size 4 we have 28 pairs. And size 5 we have 14 pairs we write here. Size 6 we have 8 pairs. Now you know children, total number is 100. So 20, 30, 28 and 14 and 8, adding time we get total 100. So children, we have 20 pairs out of 100 in fraction form. When we write as 20 upon 100. 30 out of 100. 28 out of 100. Here in fraction what we get? 14 out of 100. 8 pairs out of total 100 pairs. So 8 by 100. Now what is the percentage here? Here denominator, see, every fraction we have denominator as 100. So we can write the numerator as the answer in percentage. So here numerator is 20. So it is 20%. 30 by 100 is percentage writing time 30%. 28 upon 100 is 28%. 14 upon 100 is 14%. We write 8 by 100. Numerator what? 8. It is the percentage, 8%. Okay children, so this question you have to do in the notebook because we have no place in the textbook for writing answer. Okay children. Children, now let us learn how to do percentage when total is not 100. Here suppose you have a necklace of 20 beads in 2 colors. We have a necklace and we have red beads and blue beads. Red beads 8 we have and blue beads we have 12, and so total number of beads is 12 plus 8 is 20. And here in fraction when we write number of beads divided by total, 8 by 20. Here blue beads fraction 12 out of 20. Here see children, total is not 100. In the previous cases we got total 100. So but here it is 20. So how can we write the percentage? So we have to convert 20 into 100. So here 2-3 methods are there. One method is given fraction into 100 by 100. Numerator and denominator we multiply. So cutting time we get 40 upon 100. Here second fraction 12 by 20 into numerator and denominator we are multiplying 100 by 100 and we get the answer as 60 by 100. So the percentage here, now the denominator is 100 and what is the numerator? 40. So the percentage is 40%. Here 60 by 100 we got as a after simplification. So the percentage is 60%. Here we multiply both the numerator and denominator by 100. Here if we multiply the fraction by 100, 8 by 20 into 100. That way also we can do. So 20 in 100 goes 5, 5 8s are 40%. 20 by 20 into 100. This 20 and 100, 0, 0 get cut. 2 in 12, 6 times 6 and 10, 60. So that way also we can do. So different methods are there. This is how we can find percentage when the total is not 100. Okay children.